Sonya. Fight! Sonya wins. Fight! Sonya wins. Flawless victory. Fatality. Fight! Sonya wins. Fight! Sonya wins. Fatality. Fight! Sonya wins. Flawless victory. Fight! Finish him! Sonya wins. Flawless fatality. Test your might. Fight! Sonya wins. Fight! Sonya wins. Flawless fatality. Fight! Sonya wins. Flawless victory. Fight! Flawless victory. Fatality. Fight! Sonya wins. Fight! Sonya wins. Flawless fatality. Test your might. Fight! Sonya wins. Fight! Sonya wins. Fatality. Fight! Sonya wins. Fight! Sonya wins. Fatality. Fight! Sonya wins. Fight!
Hey Sabby, I appreciate it. How are you doing?
Sonya wins. Fatality. Test your might. Fight.
I was trying to play the game with one hand. I was drinking my drink.
Sonya wins. Fight.
Oh, I appreciate it. I saw your message. I'm just happy whenever anyone shows up to any of them. I have no expectations, so you never need to explain why you haven't seen every single one, or even one at all. I'm just happy when people show up or enjoy it. But I appreciate you sharing it and leaving a comment and watching it. Hopefully it was enjoyable. That Terminator 2 game's pretty cool. I can't wait to play more of it because there's alternate timelines you can play through. That's just one playthrough. Probably gonna have to do this again. Sometimes he falls for the jump kicks, sometimes he doesn't. Hey Steve, what's up? They could have afforded 2 more extra frames of animation in Goro's idle pose. Yeah, I don't see me winning any of them. I don't know all the exploits of these games. I'm just happy when I can finish the game at least once. I was on the Sega Genesis version. Especially when it gets into Mortal Kombat 3 and UMK3. I can't even compete. The inputs are required to be put in a lot faster than other games. It makes it super challenging. Plus, unless you're playing with someone else, the AI is relentless. I'm glad they've added some additional AI options. Like, you can pretty much set the AI to be in like the first character. So you can win without the game cheating too much, so that's nice. You want a chill playthrough or whatever. But really, this game's meant to be played with 2 people. It's just the fact that the people that actually play this online have probably been playing this game for years, so they're super good. They know everything down to like the frames.
Sonya wins. Sonya wins. Flawless victory. Raiden, Kano,
Epilepsy warning, a little too late.
Raiden,
Sorry about that. Yeah, I can imagine there's a Twin Peaks theory about almost everything. I saw season 3 when it aired, but I'd really like to check out the Blu-ray sets with all the additional scenes on it. I've had it since it came out, I just haven't sat down and watched everything.
Johnny Cage, Kano, Raiden, Liu Kang,
He probably got killed in that hotel behind the scenes.
Sub-Zero,
Yeah, it was amazing. Some people get it or don't get it. I know a lot of people that dislike season 3. It just depends on where you stand with that series. I'm sure some people prefer season 2, which I think is the weakest season in my opinion, especially since it didn't have much involvement with David Lynch. I think season 2 tried to play things a little bit more safer for TV, even though the first season wasn't too controversial, but it was, I guess, in the way it was surreal and whatnot. And I think the average fan wasn't expecting the darkness from Fire Walk with Me, but I enjoyed it, and I am glad that it carried over into the 3rd season. Also, I appreciate the 90 minutes of deleted scenes that are edited like a film, like kind of telling the same story with different scenes. I think that adds a lot of context. And if anyone enjoys Fire Walk With Me or season 3, I think they should watch that, because it's like a totally different movie. This fine layer of dirt. Was it like Mr. C or something? It's been a while.
Johnny Cage,
Also, I really love the soundtrack in the 3rd season. They usually have like a musical performance at the end. That was really cool. I'm guessing it saves the high scores. I don't know why you'd want to save a Mortal Kombat. But here we are. Yeah, it's crazy how all the people showed up too that were involved with David Lynch's stuff. Like Lord Dern. I never thought David Duchovny would like ever come back. People must really enjoy working with him. I'm not gonna get very far in this, but this is always fun to play. Modern controls. Yeah, I used to always watch the episodes down in the credits and sometimes replay them. I would get up like super early in the morning and watch the episodes right before work. So it'd be like the sun was just rising. It was such a surreal feeling to watch all those episodes and listen to the soundtrack play at the end. It signified getting ready for work. I don't know. It was a ritual for a few weeks. Extra urns. Sure, we'll do all this shit because this game is ridiculous. I don't know how the modern controls work per se, so we'll leave those off. I don't even know if these were options. I don't know if I ever looked. Good old black and white PlayStation instruction manuals. I had that controller. It was not very comfortable. Yeah. I'm glad it exists though. And part of me is glad they didn't risk it with a fourth season because there were talks. Season 3 could have been horrible, and luckily it wasn't. Alright, we're gonna get rid of these scan lines. In my opinion, it washes out the color. We can have the fancy television border. Alright, I don't see the AV input, so we must have the screen too large. Yeah, we want original. We want to see those retro hookups. Putting text on a PlayStation full motion video, not the best idea. Not the most clear font in the world.
Thousands of years ago,
I do appreciate the cheesy FMVs though. I wish more games had these.
It was a war between good.
Their little cosplay costumes.
A war that would decide the fate of the world and plunge it into centuries of darkness. Now, the war is in danger of being fought once again.
I did this all in front of
Only one more.
Like a green sheet in Chicago somewhere. Sure. I do not plan on playing this game that long. Just want to see some of the cheesy cutscenes. They're probably better than the Mortal Kombat TV show that used to come on TNT or TBS. I don't know, I never watched it, but I'm just guessing.
You will fail.
Yeah, it's definitely open up to interpretation. Since both happen, I think both are true. Like, there's just parallel universes. And I think that's essentially what happened towards the end with trying to be vague. Although, even if I was super explicit, like, I don't think it's a spoiler because it's, like, open for interpretation. Which one's run again? Because those pillars are coming up. Just liquefy. I don't know. I'm just going by what David Lynch was yelling in the background. Like, we need it more dream-like. It needs to be like a dream. It's open for interpretation. I don't even know what it means. Just him yelling things like that. That's why I just come to those conclusions. What was the collect button again? You would get really passionate. I loved it. Even if you like watching movies on the iPhone, I love his rant about You think you saw the movie, but you saw it on a fucking phone. Yeah, he was definitely unique. Like, and I love just listening to him talk. I used to like to listen to his little radio show. He had like his own little YouTube channel, and I would love that. He'd almost like go on it like every few days or so, if not every day, to do like a weather report. And then that documentary, The Art Life, I really enjoyed, because that talked not just about his film, but like his painting. And I thought that was super interesting. And he was talking about his life as he was talking about that. Just a fascinating human in general. Right. Am I like maxed out because I picked that other stuff? Sub-Zero isn't picking a whole lot. Alright, I'm guessing I don't need it. What is run again? Last thing I want to do is take my time under one of those pillars. I'm glad they did away with the run button. Just tap forward 2 times. That's good enough. I don't know why they insisted on fighting controls for this game. It's a good idea on paper. Just gonna elbow him to death. So weird to tap the shoulder button. I think that's what modern controls fixes, but I'm sure it'll change the character's rotation when I don't want it to as well. Do we just have a bunch of these? Why can't we use them? Yeah, we just have a bunch of urns. How do we use it? Just triangle. Oh, beans. So can we get this now? Yep, that was the problem. Apparently I never explored the options for this game, or they added new ones. Alright, rotate around. There we go. I feel like the first time I played this, I discovered you had to get down by accident. Yeah, no, like the idea of Sub-Zero mythologies is a good idea. I think they learned their lesson because Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks was actually pretty decent for like the PlayStation 2 era. That was basically like a mythologies game with Liu Kang and Kung Lao, and it was cool that you got to play through Mortal Kombat 1 and 2 through a platforming game. You got to see all those stages like fully fledged out in 3D. Oh, yeah. Now it's kind of sought after. Like the physical disc, I think, is worth quite a bit. Not like a super expensive game, but more than you would think. I remember it being kind of expensive when I was looking for it, when I was starting to collect for a PS2. Not super, but more than I would want to pay for an old Mortal Kombat game. But yeah, surprisingly good. I mean, I wouldn't like say it's the best game I ever played, but it's one of the more competent platformers / action games on the system. Like I said, it's cool to see like all the old levels like fully fleshed out 3D. I couldn't have gone worse. I wish it. There we go. Just like, is it ever gonna crush him? Or just have a vendetta against me? No, I wasn't good at all at this either. I got like through a few stages, but by the time I got frustrated with it, it was already time to take it back to Blockbuster, and I never bought it. One thing that makes this a little bit more easy is that you have the rewind buttons, so you don't have to watch those cutscenes over and over again every time you die, like when you fall down a pit. I remember that being trying. Oh man, asshole just respawned. I really don't want to jump kick him into that thing. Yeah, I bet it looked a lot better. It's probably smoothed out these grainy PlayStation textures. I feel like the Nintendo 64 version looks a lot better, but that game's problem is it doesn't have the cheesy cutscenes that I think are legitimately the best part of this game. They're not even great. I just enjoy them because they look so low budget, and it does add lore to the game. It was either this or upcoming Mortal Kombat 4. I don't know which game I like least. I'm not a huge fan of Mortal Kombat 4. This feels at least somewhat familiar to like the older games, I guess, in its presentation. But yeah, they had this and Trilogy around the same time, so they gave you some options. No, I was supposed to run these clunky ass controls. Like, as a game designer, I just don't know how you wouldn't see things like this as annoying or not fun. Yeah, I think they released it too early too with like where technology was. I think they could have gotten another like digitized one out before Mortal Kombat 4. Even though I'm not the biggest fan of Deadly Alliance, I think the technology was more there. Yeah, I didn't play this with rewinding back in the day. I feel like I earned to play it with rewinding today. I put my time in. All you younger people playing this, you're not allowed to use the rewind button. You have to earn it. I'm just kidding. Enjoy games however you like. I don't give a shit. You're not playing the game for me. Just like when somebody tells me like my favorite movies suck, it's like, I don't give a shit. You not liking the movie doesn't take my enjoyment from it. That was a fancy ice blast. Making great progress so far. Part of this game's issue is you really can't always see what's on the other side of the screen. You gotta kind of guess. Just turn to goo. Why are you guys so defensive on level 1? Yeah, liquefy. Though I feel like when you put these codes in, at least for me, I get lazier because I take the codes for granted. I'm not as careful. I mean, sometimes that's accurate. Same people tell me my movies that I like are dumb, like know the whole Fast and the Furious franchise by heart. And I've refused to see one of those films because I feel like I'd lose some brain cells. Sorry for anyone who's fans of the series. Maybe it affects your brain differently. I don't know, as I've gotten older, I enjoy like popcorn, like blockbuster flicks less and less, unless it's like a franchise I grew up with or something that I have nostalgia for. What am I supposed to do? Just let them fall? Yep. No. I think my neighbor's trying to Bluetooth to my TV. I just denied them permission. They're not watching me play Sub-Zero Mythologies. They're gonna have to go on YouTube like everyone else. Alright, what's the acquire button? L1, the most natural button for acquiring things that you can think of. It's interesting, all the backgrounds in this game are polygonal. Back in the day, I didn't realize that. Probably why they can afford more animations with the characters. Although, interestingly enough, when PlayStation 1 does sprites, it's actually just a flat polygon with like an animation on it. Kind of interesting how they do things in layers on PlayStation. It doesn't really render sprites the same way other consoles do, or games in general.
Grandmaster, in honor of the Lin Kuei, I bring you this sacred map of elements.
Once again, our most cunning assassin and thief is successful. At ease, Lin Kuei warrior.
Greetings! I see the ninja has been successful in retrieving my map.
I have a sneaking suspicion they might have spent more time on Quan Chi's costume than the dude in the backgrounds. I don't know why I feel this way.
You happened upon him in your battle with those pesky Shaolin monks.
Scorpion was tipped off. He knew I was breaking into that temple, and if he wasn't there, there wouldn't have been a battle. You are responsible for this, sorcerer.
Well, I've also retained Scorpion's services.
Looks like they had the fabric folded when they were cutting that thing and accidentally cut both sides.
Enough! Quan Chi, tell me, what about our payment?
Oh yes, I almost forgot. The bones of your arch-nemesis and leader of Scorpion's ninja clan.
Comic-Con didn't go according to plan that year.
Our ancient foes, vanquished.
He even exhumed that human skull for his costume, and he still fucked it up.
The of their clan has been eliminated forever.
You see, Sub-Zero, you can trust a sorcerer sometimes. Now, you will use this map on your next mission.
It's so funny, if you look hard enough, you'll realize that's the same actor that plays Kano.
This map you stole. It shows
Just picture like a metal eye on the side.
history on Earth. For thousands of years, the Temple of Elements has been hidden in what is now known as the Himalayan Mountains of Nepal. This map is the only evidence of its existence.
Fine. I get to the temple, and then what? What's inside?
A small amulet, worthless to you, but Let's just say it has great sentimental value to me.
If it is so precious, why don't you get it yourself?
I cannot enter the temple until the 4 elements within its walls have been defeated. And I am not on the best of terms with the gods of your realm, especially your god of thunder.
Tell me about these elements.
They are the 4
They
elements
film this with a
which
fishbowl
comprise the very
lens.
existence of your realm. They are
An excellent screen
water and fire. With your mastery of the element of cold, you have an
Looks like something you see on PBS in like an educational show when the budget's like $20.
I have foreseen this.
Of course I'd like to save. I'm so proud of this progress. Next time, new game. I love the cutscenes for a reason. They're probably not meant to be funny, but they're excellent for me. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I don't know why, but I kind of want to play the Game Gear version. Must be a glutton for punishment. A one-hit kill. It'd be cool if they had DLC and had like the other ports like Master System, Sega CD, the PlayStation and Saturn version. The PlayStation version of Mortal Kombat 4. Mortal Kombat Gold would be nice. I have a feeling they won't release the 3D ones until Legacy Collection 2, if that ever becomes a thing. Alright, my precious eardrum. Alright, not my favorite choice of color. It did look decent on the Game Gear. I remember we went to a field trip to Jamestown, and the dude next to me had a Game Gear and I had a Game Boy, and we traded systems to play on the way there. I played his Game Gear and Mortal Kombat on it. It wasn't bad at the time, anyway. Considering it was portable. Yeah. I hope they don't, like... Well, I really don't care about Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance, Deception Armageddon that much, but I'm hoping that'll leave the window open for a remake of Mortal Kombat 9, which I do really like. My Master System is basically this version, but you have more screen real estate. The characters don't look gigantic and taking up most of the screen. Like on a small screen, this doesn't look bad at all. I'm sure it probably looked normal if I looked at it on my phone real quick. Well, normal for an 8-bit system. Definitely better than the Game Boy version. Alright, I've had my fix on this. I was curious. No, my curiosity has been satisfied. Yeah, apparently it's the field trip version of Mortal Kombat. I forgot what I had on my Game Boy that they were playing. Because I didn't have any of the Mortal Kombat games on Game Boy. Probably something like Mario. I was always sad when this wasn't in the Genesis or Super Nintendo version. I think the 32X version was the first one to put these scenes in, at least console-wise. I don't know when the DOS version came out. They need to patch the sound or have it as an option where the sound's exaggerated so it sounds like it has a lot of bass like it did in the arcade. Like you could literally hear this machine the minute you walk through the door. I remember it distinctively. That Mortal Kombat 3, 1 wasn't as loud. I mean, if you're gonna pick just one, it's not the worst choice. I had the blue one and my sister's friend took it. And for the longest time it was just missing, but I know I take care of my shit. So I knew something suspicious was up. Luckily I got it back. I'm trying to think of the games I played the most on the OG Game Boy. Probably Castlevania 2, Kirby's Dream Land, Kirby's Dream Land 2. Mario Land and Mario Land 2 is 6 golden coins. Those are always my go-to. Tiny Toons is pretty good too. I had the transparent green Game Boy Pocket. I used to love it. I got it when I got the Game Boy camera. I used to make stop motion films that put it on and like record it with the Super Game Boy on the VCR and try to make something coherent. Arcade AI never gets hit with ice. They just fall for the floor ice. I don't know why. But yeah, most of his fatalities are basically the same. Mind blowing. Dude has like 5 sets of intestines. Apparently he's evolving. It's like that movie Crimes of the Future where they start developing more organs. know why I'm even going to attempt to use an icy. He'll block it every time or duck.
Round 2, fight.
I don't even think they can get hit by it by accident. Wish they'd like develop like a home console AI that was like similar to however the newer Mortal Kombat games were. It's essentially the same fatality.
Round 1, fight.
Every time.
Sub-Zero wins. Round 2, fight.
Interesting sometimes playing the console versions. Some of the console versions, like the Genesis, are a little bit faster. So like every game has its own unique set of physics where it feels different.
Sub-Zero wins. Fatality.
Yeah. I know a lot of people loved his Shredder looking design, but I wasn't a fan. I've always kind of liked the ninjas looking like the ninjas, how they did in the... I think Mortal Kombat 2 is when I like the design the most, even though it's a bunch of cobbled together parts.
Sub-Zero wins.
I feel like they should always have one character that's a ninja to look like this. But yeah, Sub-Zero has developed a lot, so is Scorpion, just like the main characters from the first game, especially. Yeah, same here.
Flawless.
I don't like it when they stray too far from the original design. Especially in those PlayStation 2 era games, some of the designs are batshit crazy in my opinion.
Sub-Zero wins. Round 2, fight. Finish him. Sub-Zero wins. Fatality.
Got some scaling going on.
Round 1, fight.
Sega Genesis couldn't do scaling very well. They just went to the scene where they hit the cement. They just show them falling down, but not from that perspective, like how it looks in the original Mortal Kombat on the pit stage. Super Nintendo had mode 7, so it could pull it off pretty convincingly.
Fight. Finish him.
Oh no, not the ice ball. I don't think the crowd moved in the Sega Genesis version. Could be wrong. Enough! Are you kidding me?
Sub-Zero wins. Round 2, fight.
How can we improve Cage's design? Let's give him some shin guards.
Sub-Zero wins. Fatality. Round 1, fight.
The sound that makes when they slip. Like rip, 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 rip.
Wins. Round 2, fight.
Mostly due to memory constraints. Otherwise, they probably would have added them in the game, but story-wise, I think Shao Kahn's holding them hostage. Him and Sonya.
Round 3, fight.
I used to know all the lore, but those days are gone. I used to like read all the instruction manuals and the character profiles. I was so nerdy about Mortal Kombat back in the day. Just kind of lost interest after UMK3. Played a little bit of 4, and then I wasn't really into the PlayStation 2 versions. I liked Deception a bit. I didn't really get back into it until 9.
Outstanding. Sub-Zero wins.
Can't remember if they jumped into the portal first or what. I might be confusing the movie with that. I also have like the comic books that came out for this game. Can't believe I still have them. I guess they made too many and the dollar store liquidated them. So they had a bunch of Mortal Kombat comic books at the dollar store. Like a lot of those images you see in the instruction manual are from those comic books. And I think John Tobias actually wrote and did the artwork for him. Who's in charge of the character designs in the early games as well as the lore. Oh, I can get hit with ice, just not the computer. Let's see how it is.
Sub-Zero wins. Round 2, fight.
Looks like my Sub-Zero's been adding too much bleach to the wash. Fading his colors out.
Finish him. Sub-Zero wins. Fatality. Round 1, fight.
Never stops being hilarious.
Sub-Zero wins. Round 2, fight. Finish him.
Here, position yourself over here. I don't think so, but sometimes I just don't notice. Sometimes I'm just listening. I didn't hear anyone say his name beside making jokes or whatever, but I don't think so.
Sub-Zero wins. Fatality.
I think them getting silenced was a bit of a reality check for them.
Round 1, fight. Outstanding. Sub-Zero wins. Round 2, fight.
Probably. I mean, it's got like an anime character icon.
Finish him.
But at the same time, like, if I had kids, I wouldn't want them acting like a jackass online.
Sub-Zero wins. Fatality.
That's like something I worry about with my sister's kids being so active. For some reason, I thought he could get hit with ice. I guess I was wrong. That could have been the Sega Genesis version I was thinking about. Ugh, Kintaro. Why do you exist? At least the crowd is pleased. Yeah, I've seen that one. Used to come on, I think, like around the time I was in high school. The actor's probably smoking Newports today. No, I froze. Yeah, you gotta think. They're spending all that time online on a stream for games, to watch games they claim they don't even like. They don't really engage with chat besides saying how much is easy. Like, what else do they have going on in life?
Johnny Cage.
Didn't mean to pick anyone. I was going to change the game, but I was rambling, and here I am. I'll attempt it one more time. Sometimes I have the patience for the bosses. Today is not the day. The boss says I really don't care. It's not like a trial of skill. It's like, how can I exploit this AI? Which is a shame because the stop motion models and everything are cool. Shao Kahn looks cool.
Round 2, fight.
Remember as a kid fighting Kentaro on Genesis, getting so frustrated. They didn't even have a pause button on that one. Even worse. Patience loses. I'm not a huge fan of Trilogy, but it's always fun to check out every once in a while. Screen options. Avalanche. Guess this is right before they make Rock. Legend of the Gobos. I think that's what the whole title was. Admittedly, back in the day, I played quite a bit of Croc. There weren't a lot of 3D options back then. I remember the code to get to this question mark was really simple. I need to look it up at some point. I think it's a matter of just holding buttons, and then eventually you can just, it scrolls over. This has a UMK3 AI. It's going to be hard no matter what. This is far too many choices. Can we pick somebody that's not a boss? I'm just gonna Shiva for now.
Choose your destiny. Superb. Fight.
Characters look so tiny compared to the arcade version of Mortal Kombat 2. I mean, they're smaller on the arcade version of Mortal Kombat 3, but not this tiny.
Scorpion wins.
Yep. Have it on very easy. AI is so weird. It'll like freeze, and then the minute you move, it'll start like kicking your ass randomly.
Shiva wins. Fight.
I remember playing these games like for hours with friends. I don't know any fatalities though. Back warporn.
Shiva wins.
Alright. I get what they were trying to do. It looks a little washed out.
Fight.
Pretty crazy when you look at the backgrounds. 3 console well, I guess it was 2 console generations down if you don't count the Master System version. I still couldn't have like an arcade perfect version because this background's from Mortal Kombat 2 and everything's kind of downgraded a little bit resolution wise.
Shiva wins. Fight. Well done.
Forward, down, forward. Amazing.
Shiva wins. Friendship. Friendship again? Fight. Well done.
One cool thing they did with this collection is take out the load times, especially the Shang Tsung Morse. Yeah, I beat it yesterday. I still gotta play the alternate timelines, but yeah. I was surprised. I walked the dog after playing it the first time when you guys watched it. And then when I came back, I played it again and somehow just got through it. Wasn't expecting that at all. I figured it'd take a few more times at least. Well, that's good. That means that there's more room for replay value. If it was like 20 hours long, I probably wouldn't be as willing to replay it. Even to get the alternate timelines and levels.
Well done wins.
Oh, I guess you gotta do the stage fatality? I don't know. I guess a little bit different in this one. Or maybe it's not available because I have so many characters I gotta do. Or maybe I just did it wrong.
Wins. Fight.
Good old Dan Forden. You always cheer me up with your Toasty cameo. Sad to hear that you're retiring. Probably already retired, it's been a while. So we have no stage fatality, alright.
Shiva wins. Fatality.
Don't we all? Although I feel like I'd be really bored. I definitely need a hobby or something beside games. Maybe get back into art, I don't know. I'm just one of those people that have to stay busy. Maybe actually start editing videos instead of streaming all the time when that got easier. What are we playing next? I guess this one. I don't know why, I just like Mortal Kombat 3 more than UMK3. Yeah, I'm sure I'll figure it out. Maybe write that great American novel. I'll die before it gets super popular. Like how all the names are like references to other games they worked on. Sure, Mo, why not? We'll pick this one just because we'll see more backgrounds. And we'll probably give up around Montaro if we even get that far.
Round 1. Fight.
I need to learn some of the combos on this.
Smoke wins. Round 2. Fight.
Forgot how to do the mercies, so we'll just do this. Oh yeah, he has a really lame horn one.
Friendship. Friendship.
Should have left that on the cutting room floor.
Round 1. Fight.
You know, the characters in Mortal Kombat Trilogy, even though they're smaller in Mortal Kombat 3, look tiny in Trilogy compared to Mortal Kombat 2.
Smoke wins. Round 2. Fight.
No, now we gotta do all these freaking levels again, because they don't rotate right. Let's do the only fatality that matters.
Smoke wins. Fatality. Round 1.
Yeah, unless they're deaf and I don't know, the vibration is pleasant.
Superb. Sindel wins. Round 2. Fight. Superb. Smoke wins. Round 3. Fight.
Smoke's gonna get black lung on himself.
Well done.
Smoke has a very delayed form of spontaneous human combustion.
Smoke wins. Fatality. Round 1.
I think the creativity well evaporated on this one. Hey Mackenzie, what's up? Fuck, I did it again. We're gonna be in these levels forever.
Smoke wins. Round 2. Fight.
Why do all these heroes insist on wearing spandex? That's awesome, you're doing well. I'm doing good too. Sure, we'll do a babality. Why not? Why does that baby look so angry?
Babality.
It almost looks like it has an adult head.
Fight.
Who designed that baby?
Well done.
And do they still have a job? Somebody's like, I worked really hard on that baby, I'm sorry. It's just a joke.
Wins. Round 2. Fight.
Probably part 2. That's the one I play the most, it seems. But I kind of really like part 1 because of, I don't know, it's nostalgic. It's the first one I played. But I like the contemporary ones as well. They almost feel like completely different games. I guess because they are.
Zero wins. Round 3. Fight.
As far as like the last 3 games, I'd say I'd probably like maybe 11 the most. Especially after they patched it. Yeah, Shaolin Monks is really good. I hope they eventually re-release that. Yeah, Mortal Kombat 2 was, I think, what really made Mortal Kombat popular. Mortal Kombat 3 was popular with the codes and everything, but nobody would have cared about Mortal Kombat 3 if Mortal Kombat 2 wasn't awesome. In some ways, I think Mortal Kombat 3 disappointed a lot of people, which is why they released Ultimate Mortal Kombat, because I think people are disappointed with the ninja characters missing, like Scorpion and whatnot. That was a huge oversight.
Smoke wins. Fatality. Round 1. Fight.
Let's try not to uppercut each other here so the stages actually change. Watch, I'm gonna be the one that does it. As I'm playing it, now I appreciate it, but yeah, compared to 2, I just remember being underwhelmed by it. Least favorite?
Round 2. Fight.
If you're going by mainline games, like just arcade or Mortal Kombat 1 through 11, and then Mortal Kombat 1, let me think, give it some time. I think vanilla Mortal Kombat 4 might be the weakest one. Although, I really don't like Mortal Kombat Armageddon. It's like it has so many characters, they didn't have enough time to like develop anything. And to make up for it, they put in a kart racing game. Yeah, I'm sure that would be up there. I didn't really play Mortal Kombat versus DC because I assumed that I wouldn't like it. After Mortal Kombat Armageddon, I really didn't play a Mortal Kombat game until 9.
Wins. Flawless victory.
And I think 9 basically revitalized the series, in my opinion. The only criticism I have for 9 is that the bosses still were extremely cheap. besides that, it was cool revisiting like the whole series in 3D like that. And they changed the battle mechanics more. Yeah. I mean, I don't mind robots, but I definitely want ninjas if I'm gonna have robots. Weirdest sentence I'll probably say this week. Although it's me, so who knows. But like non-mainline Mortal Kombat, it's stereotypical but special forces. Which is partially because they changed the game completely and then rushed it. It was supposed to, I think, play more like Tomb Raider. It also had Sonya in it. But yeah, all that stuff got dropped. No, they had to keep a teen rating because they can't do anything violent with the DC characters. That's why they branched out into the, what is the game called? Down, back. I have both of them too. Injustice games. Down, back. I actually do like the Injustice games though, so I don't know. It works for that series. But it has like these exaggerated special moves that are really cool. But yeah, everything I've seen in Mortal Kombat versus DC, and I think I played it for a little while. I didn't like the mechanics that much. Yeah, I think that would be on the top of some of the worst games list.
Well done.
I don't know what they were thinking when they made that, because they had to have known that they weren't going to allow fatalities. Maybe at the time they were still in denial about that's part of what makes Mortal Kombat, but when it's that many games down, I feel like you should know.
Fatality.
Always made me sad that the graveyard stage was missing in the console versions. Excluding the PlayStation one.
Smoke wins. Round 2. Fight.
Remember, I think it was Electronic Gaming Monthly. They had a Super Nintendo screenshot, and it had the graveyard as the background. I wonder if they used the wrong screenshot, or whether it was originally planned to be in the Super Nintendo version. They cut it out last minute. Why would you do that? Put one down. We'll just have a bunch of rotating things at the bottom.
Smoke wins. Fatality. Round 1. Fight.
All the stop motion dudes are just jump kick-a-thons. Maybe there's a better technique, but I don't know it. Especially since Montaro deflects all your power-up projectiles that you can throw at them. They just come right back at you. Good times. Yeah, his little power sphere seems to hit me no problem. Just bleed the shit out of me. No big deal.
Smoke wins. Round 2. Fight.
So funny, on the 16-bit version, Montaro is significantly smaller. Not nearly as intimidating. Kind of funny how he grabs you when he's so small.
Wins. Round 3. Fight.
That's a hard one. It really depends on the game, but definitely partial to the ninjas. Sub-Zero, Scorpion, love Raiden, Kung Lao. Chiba's pretty cool as a stop motion character. I'd say those are probably favorites. Play next. Yeah, Liu Kang's really cool. He's definitely one I play as a lot. Play this game just because. I've only seen the arcade version of this in person one time at like a fair. I don't even think I played it. It took me a while to warm up to Mortal Kombat once I made the transition into 3D. Yeah. He got like way more dinosaur-like, especially in the PS2 versions, and then with the next set of games, they kind of dialed back his look more. They still make him look more reptile-like, but he doesn't have like a long-ass tail and everything. I forgot which game. It's either Deception or Armageddon. I think in Deception, he's like almost like a dinosaur. Like even has like a long tail. Yeah, it's always good when you're playing with your friends and you're holding low kick the whole time. Once it's like, fight, you let go, and it catches them off guard. Quan Chi looks like he realized he just pooped in his pants. He's like, oh my goodness. What have I just done to my underwear?
Choose your destiny.
Sorry for the uncle jokes. It's just part of this channel's experience. I don't really care. I probably won't play this game very long.
Round 1, fight.
Definitely looks like Nightwing. I'm trying to even remember that character's name. It's like Raiko or something. I think he was the one with the ending where he picked up Shao Kahn's helmet and then nothing really came of it. Or maybe it did and I forgot. I don't know.
Sub-Zero wins. Round 2, fight.
I don't know why they changed a lot of the moves, how you put them in this game. What was the point of that? I just don't know how it makes the game better. Were the old inputs ruining something? Wow, that's a very long fatality. Oh my gosh, I pulled it off. It's only a paragraph long.
Fatality. Round 1, fight.
It's Downside making this game. At least the AI lets you get hit with ice this time.
Round 2.
Where's the lightning coming from? Doesn't this building have a roof? I don't know, the animations in this game just don't look good to me. And it's not the time, because Tekken was out at this time, and those animations were great. And Virtual Fighter, even better. Even though they're different kinds of games, so I'm sure they could have did it with faster animations. Especially the way the sweep looks. I don't know why. It just looks like it's almost too slow. He's like, you just stand still while I do the sweep. At least the fatalities have dynamic camera angles.
Fatality.
The game over screen's kind of like a fatality on its own. I'll give it that. Still don't know why they didn't add Mortal Kombat Gold. Because Dreamcast is pretty close to PC hardware. I'm sure they could have found a way to emulate it easily. But I'm not a programmer. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Right. Had enough of that. You know what? I haven't really played these Game Boy games much. They actually seem pretty cool if you had these on Game Boy Advance. There's actually some depth to the game, it seems like. No, we don't want to see a long scrolling story in text. We got ninjas and robots.
Raiden. Round 1. Fight.
Wash out Game Boy Advance colors so you can see it without being directly in the sun. Let me see, all of what you type. PlayStation has a tendency to cut some of the stuff off. Yeah, I remember a little bit of that with Liu Kang. I always thought it was weird that Kratos was like an exclusive character on the PlayStation version, but the 360 and PC version were like better versions of the game. Which I was weird. Now we can pretend we're playing on a fake Game Boy Advance. There should be a mode where you can shrink the screen to handheld size. Oh, that's cool. It'd be cool if you could play it like on an old school TV. That's one Mortal Kombat game I wish I owned. I hope in the future they release it on a collection. I have a feeling if they release a 3D collection, that'll be included, kind of like how Mythologies is included in this one. I really wish they'd make more Mythologies-like games exploring the individual characters, make like action, platforming, adventure games around them. I think that'd be cool. I mean, there's so many characters. There's so much potential there. I'd like it in the next Mortal Kombat fighting game if they had like adventure mode like they did on the PlayStation 2 ones with like Shizenko or whatever the dude's name was. Where it's like a single player game inside of, I think it was Mortal Kombat Deception. They all have like some version of it, but I'm trying to think of the one I played the most. They also had that version of Chess and Puzzle Fighter. Dude's good at blocking, it seems. I don't know the fatality because I don't have the moves up. Yeah, it was based off of this older game. I can't remember what it was called, but yeah, it was a really cool idea. I hope in the future they put more mini games like that in the Mortal Kombat games. That's something I miss in the newer games. It's kind of ridiculous that they had all those mini games, but at the same time, I really appreciated it. Armageddon had like a legit kart racing game, but it's pretty bare bones. By button mashing. This looks pretty basic now, but I'm sure like when this game came out, it was pretty impressive. Just looking at it today, it does still seem like it has a lot of depth to it. This just wasn't meant how it was. This wasn't how it was meant to be played. Like an underwhelming version of Fatality from Mortal Kombat 4.
Test your sight.
I can't see shit. I don't remember that. That's why I need to replay it. But it seems hilarious. I'm gonna pick this one because I wasn't paying attention, and I still chose wisely. See, kids, in life, all you have to do is guess.
Round one. Fight.
Should I save it? Nah. Alright, I'm going to take a break and stop here for now. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll probably be back on later tonight. I just want to take a break. Hopefully I'll talk to you on the next video. Again, I appreciate you all watching, and hopefully I'll talk to you later. Bye.